Now, let's talk about libraries, because Sefton Council, unhappy news from there today. They've set out their timetable for the closure of 7 of them. Plans to shut the branches with the possible loss of 40 jobs have been proposed as the authority tries to save money. The first could close its doors in October. One of those under threat is the historic Crosby Carnegie Library, which was opened in 1905. Simon Jamieson is there as chair of the Friends of the Library. Joins me now on the line. Hello, Simon.
Good afternoon, Simon.
Oh, well, this is not good news. A bitter blow for you today.
Yes, it is. It's not the news we wanted to hear, but we want to move on from that. We've set up a group, and we have approached the council, and along with other groups in Sefton, what we will be looking to do is put a proposal to Sefton to either work with the council to run these libraries, or maybe set up a community group ourselves to take over the running of the libraries.
Sure, and such a history attached to the Carnegie, isn't there?
Well, yes, the Carnegie in Crosby, as you said in your introduction, it was 1905. This was set up by Andrew Carnegie, who was a steel magnate. He approached various local authorities and offered to assist them with libraries for education. The idea was Crosby Borough Council, as it was in those days, went halves. The Carnegie Foundation put up half the cost, and the local community put up the other half. It's been there for a long time. It's a well-known local landmark, and we would like to see it certainly stay, but develop it into a local community centre, not just based around libraries.
As indeed is the ethos at the Central Library in Liverpool now, isn't it? You know, they've got to be more than just about books, haven't they?
Exactly. I mean, it's a fine building. It can be used for books and for education. The local schools already use it. Mm-hmm. We would certainly like to see that developed as a group. Also, as well, there are other opportunities that a council wouldn't necessarily look at from a commercial point of view, putting into partnership with the likes of Sefton help groups that could use it to promote themselves. Also commercial, maybe a coffee shop, something like that. Something that brings the community into the library and helps develop it as a centre of the community.
Although when all's said, Simon, you know, do you think Sefton does need 7 libraries? You know, tough times, austerity and all that, you know, perhaps a bit of fat could be trimmed there.
Well, yes. I mean, there are some libraries that don't get as much usage. With the 2 at the moment in Crosby, they cover Crosby as a whole, and Waterloo have big conurbations. The 2 libraries there are well used, and I think there is a place for both of them, certainly in Crosby. Some other areas in Sefton, maybe not. As you say, in Liverpool has led the way with the new Central Library. Fine building, fine ideas. We'd like to build on something like that. OK, well, good luck with it, Simon, and thanks a lot for being on the programme. Thanks very much indeed, Simon.
That's no problem at all. That's Simon Jamieson there, chair of the Friends of Carnegie Library in Crosby. And the news today that Sefton Council has set out a timetable for the closure of 7 of the libraries in the area. It's BBC Radio Merseyside.